If you're still building audiences in Ads Manager, you're tuning a dial that stopped being connected to anything. Andromeda cut the wire last year. Most of the people teaching it haven't noticed, or they're praying you don't. I'm going to show you from accounts spending real money right now what actually moves the number. 3 things next 12 minutes. What Andromeda actually changed under the hood, not the press release version. The one lever that replaced targeting, and exactly how I'm running it across live accounts. And the account structure I use now, which is embarrassingly simpler than what you were trained on. If you touched meta ads, your own, a client's, and e-com brands, this is the stuff quietly making or breaking accounts this quarter. Quick background on me so you know I'm not guessing. I run a paid social agency. I ran every dollar of paid social for Mela Watermelon Water, scaled it to past $6.6 million in sales before the company behind Calypso Lemonades bought it. Sounds Italian, I don't know. Right now I'm running ads for an apparel brand at $15,000 to $30,000 a month, a beef brand that tripled to $100,000 a month, plus home services and insurance. So none of this is a newsletter I reworded. It's what I'm actually watching happen across real accounts this week. This is what Andromeda actually changed. Late 2025, Meta shipped a new ad retrieval engine they called Andromeda internally. Plain English, it's a massive upgrade to how Meta decides which single ad to put in front of which single person. Before, you told Meta who, interests, lookalikes, stacked audiences, you were steering. Now the machine steers. Andromeda is good enough at matching ad to human that your hand on the wheel is mostly noise it has to ignore. Here's the part that stings if you spent years getting good at the old way. Manual interest targeting, largely irrelevant. Lookalike layering, the thing entire courses were built on, mostly irrelevant. The system reads your creative, decides who it's for, and finds those people better than your audience builder ever did. So the question stopped being, who do I target? And the only question left is, what do I feed it? The new lever is creative volume. If the algorithm owns the targeting, the one input you still control is the creative. That's the lever. And it's not one perfect ad. Anyone hunting for one perfect ad already lost. It's volume and variety. And more than anything, it's hooks. The old game was make one ad, spin 10 versions of it, run those against each other, that's over. The new game is test 10, 20, 30, 50 genuinely different hooks, different openers, different first 3 seconds. Then let the machine find which hook grabs which person. Distinct ads, not tweaks of one ad. You're not guessing which one wins anymore. You're handing it enough different raw material to find the winner for each pocket of people on its own. Second thing almost nobody adjusted to, fatigue got fast. The window shrank to about 2 to 3 weeks. An ad that printed money last month can be dead today, not because it got worse, but because the audience has seen it enough. So volume isn't a launch event, it's a refill rate. There's always new creative going into the pipe, or you're already losing. And if you run one shape, only statics, only one talking head, you're capping your own reach. The system wants variety to spread across feed, reels, stories. Hand it one shape and you've boxed yourself in, but match your ads to your budget. Now here's the mistake you're about to make, because almost nobody tells you this part. Test more creative does not mean dump 50 new ads into an account spending $40 a day. If you're at 40 bucks a day and you load in 50 ads, you just throttle yourself. There isn't enough spend to give any single ad the data to prove anything. You starve all 50. The algorithm never learns which hook actually works because none of them ever got a real shot. Your number of ads has to match your budget. Small budget, a tighter set of your strongest hooks. Bigger budget, then you widen the test out. Volume is the lever, but volume without the spend to feed it is just the noise. That's the part just test more creative crowd always leaves out. Quick pause. Quick one, if this is landing, hit subscribe. This is the operator version of this stuff. No make a million with AI in 10 minutes. Real accounts, real numbers, real things that break on me on camera. That's it, back in. Account structure got simpler. Here's the part that should actually relieve you. Remember the 50 ad set testing, the ABO setups where you hand fed budget to every tiny ad set? Campaigns that looked like a subway map, that's the dead weight now. I run CBO, budget set at the campaign level, and let it distribute. Advantage Plus first, consolidate, fewer campaigns, fewer ad sets, more creative stuffed inside them. And the budget decided up top instead of micromanaged down at the ad set level. When you split your budget across 20 tiny ad sets, you starve every one of them. None of them gets enough data to learn anything. Under Andromeda, fragmenting your structure isn't neutral. It's actively fighting the system. So the skill moved. It used to live in the architecture. The clever way you wired the account, most of the cleverness is now wasted motion. The skill moved into the creative and into reading what the creative is telling you back. Hard pill if your whole edge was knowing where every toggle lived. The toggles matter less now. What you put in front of people matters more. That's the whole trade. Quick reset on where we are. Targeting's automated, creative volume is a lever, structure got simpler. Now let me get to AI creative and what I'm actually testing. Real quick, the ad tracking platform I built, Persecore, is live. It tracks which ads actually drive your leads and sales, not just checkouts. I'm opening it to the first 100 users as a beta team. And because you're watching this, the link is in the description. Gets you 3 months free, first 100 only. Back to it. AI creative is now table stakes. If creative volume is the game, you cannot hand produce 15 to 25 ads a week the old way. The math doesn't close. You'll burn out before the algorithm does. So AI generated and AI edited creative stop being a nice to have. It's table stakes. It's how you hit the volume the system wants without a production studio bolted to your business. But here's the catch, and it's a big one. Not all AI is the same. Specifically, do not use Meta's AI. When you upload an ad now, Meta will offer to spin up its own enhanced versions. AI variations of your image, AI written headlines, AI primary text, turn off all of it. Sometimes it is good, use it at your own will. I've tested it, the auto-generated variations look horrible, warped, off-brand, cheap, and the AI copy for your headline and primary text is nowhere near good enough to put real money behind. But test it for yourself too. So use AI, just not theirs, up to you though. For copy specifically, that free Corey Haines skill pack I keep bringing up is in a completely different league than Meta's built-in writer. I'll link it in the description for the visuals. I use my own tools, which is exactly what I'm about to show you. And one more thing you cannot sleep on here. Meta's been tightening the rules around disclosing AI generated content. If you use AI to generate or meaningfully alter your creative, you may be required to label it, so check Meta's current policy before you scale. Ignore that and you're risking rejections or worse, the account you're trying to grow, and it could get banned, so I would check those regulations. So the move is use AI to hit the volume, but bake that disclosure check into your process from day one. Don't learn this the hard way on a winning account. How I actually make the creative and ship it. Okay. Just make more creative is useless advice if you don't have a way to actually do it. So let me show you exactly how I produce this volume and then how I get it live without ever opening Ads Manager. Start with the problem. Most of my clients don't have great photos. Flat phone shots, rough lighting, nothing that looks like a real ad. That's just the reality of real business. That's just the reality of real businesses. So I stopped treating their photo library as the ceiling. 3 ways I turn what they do into ads. 1, better photos and full static ads with Higgsfield MCP. Higgsfield's plugged straight into Claude through the MCP. I hand it a client's mediocre photo and it comes back cleaner, sharper, properly lit, an actual product shot instead of a phone snapshot. And I can push it further and have it build the whole static ad right there, product, background, composition, the works. 2, turning static photos into ads with Claude Design. When I've already got a clean static, a product on a white background, whatever it is, I hand it to Claude Design and it turns it into an actual ad. Headline, layout, the offer, the call to action, all built around the photo. A flat product shot becomes something that stops the thumb. So even the images I already have turn into fresh ads. 3, the UGC. When a client or creator has raw UGC, someone just talking to their phone, I run it through Higgsfield's Marketing Studio. And honestly, UGC is what's converting best right now. So the bottleneck everybody hits, I don't have enough good creative to test. That's the thing, AI actually kills. Not by inventing fake products, by taking the real stuff the client already has and making it usable at volume. And this is the part that just make more creative crowd skips. Remember the budget rule? I'm not cranking out 50 ads for an account spending 40 a day. I make the number I can actually feed. Small budget, a tight batch of the strongest hooks. Bigger budget, I widen it out. The tools let me make hundreds of ads. The budget decides how many I could actually run. And then this is the part that still feels a little unfair. I don't even open Ads Manager to launch them. I've got the Facebook Ads MCP wired into Claude Code. So once the creative's made and the copy's locked, I just tell Claude to build the campaign and push the ads live into the real ad account from right inside Claude Code. Structure, copy, creative, launch. I never touch the Ads Manager interface. Quick heads up on that one. The Facebook Ads MCP isn't public yet. Meta's still rolling it out. So if you go looking and can't find it, that's why it's not you. You can get the Facebook Ads MCP link, but it may not be available for your account yet. And in the account itself, CBO, Advantage Plus, Meta owns the targeting, and I'm testing way more hooks than anything else. My exact setup right now is just a CBO with one ad set and then all of my ads with either testing dynamic ads, so 1 or 2 ads or 3 ads with the same hook, or just one single ad with a different hook or a different variation, whatever it may be. Straight with you, this is what I'm testing right now, not a finished case study with a guaranteed ROAS bill on top, but it does work really well. Anyone handing you a guaranteed number on a system this new is selling you something. And so I'm just doing that system as of right now. What I'll say with full confidence is the direction. More distinct hooks, real creative built from what the client actually has, faster refresh, simpler structure, let Meta target. That's where every account that's actually winning is pointed right now. The thesis, the whole thing in one line. The skills shifted. It used to be audience hacking, who you targeted, how you layered, how clever your structure was. Now it's creative volume plus judgment. Can you produce enough distinct creative, and can you read what it's telling you fast enough to act on it? The operators who can make creative and read creative win now. The ones still optimizing audiences, they no longer control or tuning a dial that isn't connected to anything. That's not a tragedy. It's just the new game, and honestly, it's a more fun one to play. So if this saved you from running a 2023 playbook in 2026, subscribe. That's the whole deal here, real operator stuff, no hype. Next video, I'm opening up the whole email side, how I let AI run email marketing for clients, start to finish, research, copy, design, even the photos. It's the highest ROI channel almost nobody talks about, and it's printing for me right now. I will see you in that one.